Hello, folks. I hope you're doing well, as I'm doing fantastic, seeing that I have the pleasure of talking about one of my favorite players, Jonas Valanciunas, man. It's no secret that he was great for the Raptors. I still remember to this day how he dominated the second round in that 2016 playoffs against the Heat. Whiteside just could not guard him. Jonas was a threat from everywhere in the post, and it's unfortunate that he ended up getting hurt in Game 3. That could have been a difference in the conference finals against the Cavaliers, but for you non-Raptors fan, this may be the first time you're seeing how great Jonas Valanciunas has been in his career. And obviously the Grizzlies fans, they're fully aware of, the player that Jonas can be, the player that he was in Memphis, and of course, the player they had to give up in the trade. But the Pelicans, they seem to be on a downtrend, and it doesn't seem to be stopping anytime soon. So because of that, it's been hard for fans to see a lot of the positives that are going on in the Pelicans, the good things that you can take out of this season. And of course, Jonas Valanciunas is at the top of that. Now, of course, you also have players like Herbert Jones, Kyrie Lewis, and Trey Murphy that have been bright spots for the team at times. But unfortunately, the team just been losing games. And so Jonas has had to average a career high in minutes. Now, let's get into the positives, guys. Jonas Valanciunas, he really does deserve more attention. Like, this guy needs to be recognized for what he's been doing. Obviously, some of you may be looking at the headlines this morning saying that Jonas Valanciunas is the best shooter in the NBA. What is that even talking about? Well, he actually leads the league in three-point percentages as of now, as of the day this video gets published. It's a fact. Now, this will not hold up. I doubt that Jonas will shoot this efficiently from three, as guys are going to take him more seriously from deep. But at the same time, he does have a slow release, so we won't see much of an adjustment in terms of how they guard him, only that you'll see some wing players close out on him if he was to be open from deep. And it's going to be interesting to see how that's going to affect Jonas's decision making. Is he going to pass it to the open guy? Is he going to make a play out of it? I mean, we've seen him do that in Toronto, and we've seen him do that in Memphis, and he's probably going to do much of the same in New Orleans. Now, another aspect of his game that people love to talk about is his rebounding. He is having a career high in defensive rebounding right now. And I think people don't talk enough about how impactful a player like Jonas Valanciunas can be on the defensive end when he does get the board so easily, right? And before I get to the rest of his defense, I need to get to the offensive play in the post. I mean, Jonas Valanciunas, it's no secret that he's playing more like a traditional center, but his post game, people have to give him more love. They have to appreciate how good he's been. And he's been this good in Toronto. I mean, I think he's been trained by the same guy that trained Marc Gasol, and so it's no surprise. It really is no surprise. He's been trained by great guys, and you have these clips coming out. He was working out with Hakeem Olajuwon one day. He's being trained to be a great post player, and of course, it's paid dividends. Now, his defense. I know people are going to say, well, he's a horrible perimeter defender, right? When that trade happened for the Pelicans and the Grizzlies, people were shitting on it, saying that Jonas, well, you just added a player that he's worse in the perimeter in terms of defending than Steven Adams is. And okay, that is true. His drop coverages are bad, right? Guys are going to get an open shot on the mid-range when they get a pick, and it's going to be lights out for them. They shoot much better at the mid-range when Jonas is guarding them, and he drops so low into the paint that it really does leave guys open. But at the same time, his one-on-one defense on the post, I mean, guys, come on, man. We cannot say that he's bad there. He's good. He's a good defender on the post, one-on-one. He's a good defender in the paint, rim protector. He does the job, right? He does the job. And actually, when he was with the Grizzlies, this is actually interesting. They were a better team with him on the court defensively than they were off the court. And that says a lot. That really does tell you that, the eye test, as much as, he has his lapses, he has his weaknesses on defense, he does contribute to the team and on that end. Okay, offensively, I think more people are starting to recognize that he's that guy. Like, give him the ball and he's going to make great things happen. And that's something that's been seen for a long time now, but it's just that Jonas now is getting more minutes. He's actually averaging the most minutes in his career. And I think, because Zion is hurt, because guys have not been playing up to par, Jonas has had to carry the load, and it's been hard on him. You could tell he's exhausted during late stretches, and it's unfortunate that Jonas's efficiency, it's dipped. It's the lowest it's been in his career in terms of field goal percentage. His true shooting has been lower as well. But let me tell you, that's because he's having to take more shots. His volume has never been this high in his career. This guy is being relied on even more than he's been in any situation he's been in his career. Actually, maybe not in Lithuania, but that's a different story. Look, Jonas Valanciunas, he's that guy until Zion returns. He's that guy, and people need to pay more attention, especially when Zion comes back. And he's looking good right now. Zion is in shape. Okay, I know the fat shaming, people love to throw that out. He's losing his weight. He's doing what he has to do to get in shape. And so all we can do is hope that he returns healthy, and hopefully the Pelicans can turn their season around. And I'm looking forward to seeing Jonas perhaps play for a play-in position. I don't know. I know many people are going to say that's out of reach, that's not going to happen, but never say never. This team can turn their season around if Zion comes back healthy and if Brandon Ingram gets better and he plays better at the mid-range. And I guarantee you Jonas is going to be a big part of their season turning around if that does happen.